Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to my new transmission. Let me check YouTube first. I'm trying to see my YouTube. How's my speed? And I'll be with you in a second or two. Yep, my channel. And I am live. And yes, I have a nice speed for transmission. And going back to you. Hey guys, welcome back to my new transmission of today. Today is a beautiful Saturday night, as all Saturday nights that I'm right now transmissioning, or transmissioning, okay? I don't know. Well, anyway, so remember the last time we finished doing Mao Serakawa. We did Mao Serakawa in like 3 sessions, and it was quite, how you can say, quite long. Yeah. So for many people, it says, "Oh my gosh, it takes too much to do this kind of, you know, digital art." Well, actually, it won't take too much if you do like a sketch. If you do like a sketch on black and white, will take you around what, less than an hour or something like that. But if you do something pretty finished and you try to embed in that thing your style, and also if you want to do something extra, I mean something that looks pretty much like an illustration, a very well finished illustration, whatever your style is, well, it's gonna take a lot. Yeah, that's true. For that reason, we charge what we charge. Actually, we are not like at 20 bucks for that. For I mean that thing is for a book. It won't be 20 bucks. So if you are watching this and say, "Oh, I want that. I want that guy to make me a commission, but I only have $4, $40, or $20 or $30," just please stay on the ground. That's not my price. That's not even a price of a decent kind of illustrator. A medium one won't charge you that. That is too low for the kind of work. So if you want something around that, it's $100 up. That's the truth. That is not true about us illustrators, because we went to art school. Some of us, some not, but it doesn't matter. We were doing this for years. What does matter, actually, that matters. And they have a lot of experience. We have a lot of ups and downs, and we have to develop some skills. And the skills only are developed by practice. You are not born with this. Uh-uh. Not at all. You are born with the capability with the ability to do that, with ability to have a kind of a communication between your eyes, your mind, your your right lobe or right hemisphere in your brain with your hand. You have that kind of ability to communicate those things, to make the what you're watching is what you are, you know, putting in that thing. That is what you were born. You are not born with that style. You are not born with that set of skills. You are not born with the software. Yeah, but I have to disagree right now, because many kids, they look that they were born with the software. I mean, with Procreate and that kind of stuff. But anyway, you are not born that way. You have to develop some skills, and for developing skills, you need time. Not only time, you need a lot of time. You need a lot of patience, a lot of trial and error all the time. So if you think that somebody with that level of skills, or even upper, it should be somebody that have to charge you $20, probably if you go and try to download that like a digital thing, like a digital JPEG from my website or from other place, will be like $20. Yeah, will be. But it's a commission. Don't make me laugh. Please respect the art, respect the artist. So is this another warning for the whatever who's watching this and probably is not an artist and wants to hire an artist? Don't promise us that you are gonna put credit because we work for free. That not gonna happen. I mean, any kind of artist, even the starving ones, unless you are a friend of years. Let me tell you, I'm not even grant that kind of favors to my friends of my when I was child. My childhood friends, no, I don't grant that kind of favors. Not even my family. Probably my wife, probably my daughter or my mom, but childhood friends, no. I mean, you have to respect your artist because the artist, he or she develop a set of skills going through a path that you didn't do. And it takes years. It takes patience, it takes trial and error, it takes buying, and it takes putting together a bunch of equipment. So please don't disrespect us. So for the artist like myself, if you think that somebody has to hire you because you are out of the school and turns out you are good or you think you're good, first go to places where the people is doing whatever you're doing. I mean, if they are like illustrators for children books, like in my case, go and find many illustrators like children books. Watch their styles, study their styles, look what is trendy right now in the market. Sometimes your set of well, not the set of skills actually. Sometimes your style, the one that you just develop, is not what is trendy. So you have to be flexible. You have to make something that is trendy, something that has a niche. You have to find your niche. Once you find your niche, you can just start developing new styles or whatever you like the most. Yeah. So for example, that style that I'm using in my concept art, the one that I've been streaming all this time, is not kind of compared with what I'm doing right now for a living, because what I'm doing is children books stories. So what did you do? Well, my style is more brutalist. I like brutalism. Brutalism. What is brutalism? Well, brutalism for the word Bluetooth, for the word brutal. What is brutal? Is this kind of the strong kind of art? Is something like a raw art. Actually, that's the definition. Nice definition in English. Raw art. So I like this rawness of the art, the roughness of the art. I'm trying to find this kind of roughness every time that I do uh, um, one of my illustrations. Not because I don't know how to do it. It's because I like that style. I like that kind of the strokes, the strong strokes in the brushes. I like that kind of strong brush strokes. I like that. Why? Oh, because that's the way I admire that kind of art. I admire the impressionists on the first time, and then I'm just. By the way, I love Joan Muro and Picasso, Dali, who doesn't? But others like Kokoschka, I love it. Others like Marshall Chagall, love it too. I like that kind of like a primitive kind of raw art. I love it. And I like to introduce what I love and what I experiment all these years into what I'm doing right now. That is called style. Yeah, that's the best definition of style. What you just learned these years, blend with what you admired most. So there's many styles. For example, Marshall Chagall. I love Marshall Chagall. I love his expressions. He's so expressionist and impressionist also. But I love the Holbein. Holbein is nice, but he's from the 1500s. I love for example, Durer. Durer in his what is this? This kind of inks, the prints of Durer, the it's called the lapis plomo in Spanish, but I don't know. It's like something made with a lead point, which is not like the lead points of the leads of the regular pencil. Is using like actual lead, actual metal over a sheet of metal, and it's you can just use for printing. I love that kind of art. I love for example, average to there. I like the lean surrealism, the quality of mixed things that are totally oniric, totally out of this world, totally from the world of circumstance. By the way, I read the essay from the method paranoid critical paranoid. It's paranoid critical, paranoico critical in Spanish, but that was the book that Salvador Dali did, and he has a lot of theories that come from Freud, Jung, and automatism. What is automatism? Automatism is when you do something that is come straight from your mind, not kind of filtered. It's like, oh, I want to do this with that. It doesn't matter because my mind is not filtering this. It's just ideas to the arm, to not eyes involved because it's not a copy of the nature. I love to copy nature too. Yeah. So that is a mix, is a blend of things that we learned during our path being an artist. Because let me tell you, an artist is not an ignorant one. Artist is a guy who has the ability to recreate the world as we see fit, but also as we thought it should be. That's art. That's an artist. We recreate worlds. We create new ones, or recreate the one that is already. That's an artist. And we blend palettes, we blend colors, we blend styles all the time. And you cannot be an ignorant for that. You have to be a guy who likes to read, and in this digital age, that you have a bunch of digital books stored in your iPads and your phone, or even in your computer. You can just see styles. There is no such thing as a bad style. There is a part of this concept that you like the most, but it's not compatible with you. For example, I like Marvel. I like the style of the Marvel actual comics, but I don't like much of the style. But I love Peter Chung, Eon Fox. I love that kind of style. I also like a lot this guy. What is the name? Jean Giraud, Moebius. I love Moebius. Also Philippe Roulet. So that is the kind of style. There are many styles. The Grail of the guys, Milo Manara, and he's actually that's pretty adult kind of stuff. If you are less than 18 years, don't Google Milo Manara, please. Guido Crepax too, I told you. But I like their styles. I like their strokes and the inks, how they're blend styles, how they recreate their stuff. Many of their histories are not a great thing, but I like their approach. Drew now from Serpieri, yeah, that's for Aldous too. But I like his art. That is art. So there's the Grails and the Mercenary. I like it, and there is many examples of guys that they are the good artists, and that is the difference between good art and bad art. What I don't like is the guy that has no talent at all, and he is constantly repeating that he has what is seems to need, because for that reason he is. It's, for example, there is a bad illustrator, there is a good illustrator. The good illustrator can reproduce the style of a 5 years old kid. But the bad illustrator, the bad artist, the guy who doesn't have talent, he actually draw that way because he thinks that way is okay. And actually, he doesn't have this kind of your brain, your talent is like having this like a dam. And in our case, the this kind of like the gates of the dam are like this. So everything is flowing. So you can just try to catch it. It's so fast the flowing of information right now that you have to catch it whatever you need. But in the case of the guy who doesn't have that talent, his brain only have the 5 years old style, and he thinks he's good because he has bad teachers. What is a bad teacher? A good teacher is the one that said You were born with this. You were born with this kind of a talent that it goes from this is nurture versus nature. This is the the quarrel, and this is the fight for the ages. There is always a fight. But a bad teacher said, "Yeah, it's okay that you draw this way, but you can have it, a better way. It's your practice." I know that there is a way, that there is a different kind of learners. There's people that are fast learner. I'm a fast learner, and there's people that is a slow learner. That will take more time. That doesn't mean they are stupid. No, that means that they need more time to develop some sort of skills. But a bad teacher is the one that he already knows that guy he have it. That guy, that lady, they don't have it. They don't have it what they needed to be an artist, and they encourage him because, or him, because he needs the money. That's a bad artist. Because a good artist has a talent in love, you know, you don't have it. Sorry, you have to find another hobby. You can use your hobby, but don't pretend to sell this an art, because it is not. It's not even a good copy of the nature. It's not even a purposely bad copy of the nature. You are not looking for nothing there. You're just looking at something that's not done well. Okay, but there is right now their commercialism, so there is a bunch of these called art schools that are just like mushrooms in the night after a rainy day. There is everywhere. Yeah, there's everywhere. But for that reason, I think if I put a school and try to teach, which I don't feel myself like a, a teacher, but if I try to teach, I will make it first and try to get these guys like a test and see if the guy have it. If the guy have it, you can just work with that. If the guy don't have it, sorry guys, you are gonna be wasting your time, money, because many of the art craft and the art tools are a little expensive. And I see guys and ladies that men and women that they spend a bunch of money. I mean Wacoms. I mean like a bunch of oils and doing practically nothing good. And they are not looking for art. They are not looking for ways of expression. They're just looking for a way to spend their years. And they call themselves illustrators, and then start trying to get the jobs or the business for the real illustrators. It doesn't matter in what part of the world you are an illustrator. And now with the digital and the global community, you are part of that community, and somebody just attempting to getting your plate of food. You say, what? Why are you doing this? Why you are charging $50 or $20 for something that is clearly more expensive? Because you have to see this. You have to take out the image of the artist that you have that probably is from the 19th century. We are not living in attics. We are not living in the very obscure and human attics. We are not we're not vegetarianist. I mean, we don't live just from the thin air. We are not like plants. We don't need just soil. We need food like you. We have families, many of us, and we have to provide for them. We have to pay bills. We have to pay rent. I have to pay for my equipment, the one I have, and I'm still paying my Wacom. And for that reason, I have clients, and I try to find my place in this art world. That happens with all of us, and that is what I'm just telling you. It's not easy. It's beautiful. I love it. I love being an artist. That is what I love the most. And I love that God that just give me the opportunity to have a job that is because I'm also a graphic designer. So I have a job that is related. So I can just have like a side job, my real passion, which is being an illustrator. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you ask me, I'm an illustrator. I'm not a designer. I'm an illustrator. Because I love to illustrate. I promise to illustrate whatever is your idea and put in that. But that's not gonna cost you $20 per frame. Sorry, that is totally impossible and will never happen. And if you ask me, and if you ask whoever else, hey, hola, goodbyes, teléfono negro, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't see your thing until I watch it. Okay, this is my stream monitor. I'm just watching right now. Well, for those who just get here, welcome, bienvenidos, bienvenuti, benvenuti, willkommen. That was Shepard. And anyway, so let me tell you this: if you are an artist and you want to go into the world of art, watch a lot of YouTube videos. That you have to go to Proco. Proco have free. This is not an appreciation for Proco because Proco has a bunch of these free courses that you can take it. Also, there's Paintable.com, free courses too. But if you want to pay, you can just pay them or go to Udemy. I pay Udemy, by the way. Yeah. But once you get there, you just start trying to develop your skills. You need anatomy, you need a kind of a conceptualizing mind. That means you have to be able to translate words to images. That is what they pay us for, to translate their words into images. That's why a good illustrator is good. For example, in the beginning, they gave me, my clients gave me a list of the illustrations they wanted. They described the illustrations. They put a description of those illustrations. But after that, like $2 or $3, they just give the book. So I am totally free to put whatever illustration I want in there. So I am totally free to find my way in there. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do Dogunishi. I don't have Dogunishi at all, so I have an idea about probably an Akira or another kind of Japanese dog. Why? Because it's a dog, it's a samurai dog, so you need a Japanese dog. At least be respectful with the Japanese. So you need a Japanese dog. The last time I did Katsujori and Mauserakawa. Mauserakawa is a deer mice. Deer mice are everywhere, are all part of the world, that includes Japan. And Katsuyori is a cat with like this kind of like spots in half of the face, which is also some kind of regular kind of Japanese cat. So you can find that cat in Japan. But I need to need Dogunishi. So for Dogunishi, I need to see some kind of Japanese dogs. The only Japanese dog that I know is the Akita. Love those dogs. My cousins in Ecuador, but in Ecuador, they have like a breeding of those guys. they are so beautiful when they are small, but they have a face like this when they are big. I mean, they are big. So that is Akita. So I'll probably do Akita. Not Cho-Cho, please don't ask me a Cho-Cho, those are Chinese. And I love Akita better. So yeah, I will try to do Dogunishi. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with my let's go to my main. Okay. Oh, that's stupid of me. Just didn't have this. I'm gonna be putting Clipstudiopaint. Yeah, okay, Clipstudiopaint is turning on right now. So I don't know what is happening with Clipstudiopaint. It's not opening Clipstudiopaint. Ah, let me see. Clipstudio. Yeah, finally it's opening Clipstudiopaint. That's the problem when you have like the camera connected, you have all this equipment connected, and you're trying to do a live streaming, and you are using your your internet connection. I don't have a bad internet connection. I love that, my internet connection. Let me show you first Capsuyori. Let me open Capsuyori first. Yeah, I was opening Capsuyori. So this was Capsuyori. As you see, Capsuyori, this guy has like yeah, Japanese kind of gun. So my other friend here is Mao Serakawa. So for Mao Serakawa, I use a deer mouse. Yeah, my styles doesn't repeat itself. I have a blend of different styles, and I like this is more like a raw, and this is a little more refined. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do Dogunishi is a dog. Dogunishi, hence name Dogunishi. Yeah, you have to be creative also when you are just trying to create your things. And talking about creative, I just learned like this kind of study all over the internet telling that when it comes to creativity, the people thinking Apple, really, that is actually the people that is not creative, because among other things, I have a major in advertising and marketing, and I can tell you that that is totally artificial. You can be creative with a piece of paper and $1 pencil, and you can be the most creative guy in the world. You don't need Apple at all. I happen to be using Apple because at this time, iPad has proven to be the best tab ever. It doesn't matter the price. Well, I don't like iPad Pro because I have a Wacom. Why do you need an iPad Pro when you have a Wacom? I don't use an iPad Pro, but my computer is in Windows and I put it together. So yeah, I don't think that, for me, that is a myth, and any kind of decent professional won't fall for this. But the people that fall for this is people that has been brainwashed when they were just kids, and they said that you need to be a genius with Apple, and this guy stands on a window. My friend. So this is the Katsuyori. Let me open a new one because we are gonna create a new one. Yeah, 300 dpi is perfect. And let me see. We're fine. Let me put this. Hello. Please feel free. During the stream. And don't forget to subscribe. So guys, let me tell you this. What I'm doing exactly in this moment is streaming to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, my personal Facebook, my Facebook page, and Periscope from Twitter. I have 5 transmissions in this moment. How cool is that? Well, so let me show you what I'm gonna do right now. But first, I'm gonna go something like image hunting. What is image hunting anyway? Image hunting is we're gonna go to my best friend ever, the best friend of any designer. And what's the name of that little fella? The best friend of any designer is Pure Ref. But first, we are gonna go image hunting to Pinterest. Yeah, now you know my Pinterest. So let me see, Japanese dog. So we are doing Japanese dog right now, trying to, okay, we have the Shiba. Ah, this guy look cool. Yeah, yeah. I like the Kita more, or the Kita. Actually, it's a Kita. I don't know why they. I like this guy. I like this picture, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the picture over here and open my PureRef. What is PureRef? PureRef is this beautiful program that you will see right now. It's open. Okay, it's opening right now, and you can just go and drag whatever the picture you want in here. And I'm gonna try to put a bunch of pictures of these guys. Yeah. Yeah. The Inu Akita. Yeah, I like this face. Oh, they are so cute. Okay. Yeah, let me see. Okay, this is for the Kitas, but I need the other. The Shiba. Let's find the Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. I like a Shiba Inu. Where's the Shiba Inu? Okay, this is a Shiba Inu. Yeah. Okay, I have a Shiba Inu here. Probably the Akita. I'm gonna use the Akita. I'm gonna do the Shiba Inu for another. Oh, okay. Oh, they are so cool when they're puppies. I mean, they're so cute. Oh, it is real. Oh no, it is. It is real. Guy is real. It is real. Or it's Photoshop. I don't know, man. But it looks so cool. So, well, this is PureRef. What is PureRef? PureRef is something that you need to go to this place. Let me get back and put this here. And I'm not doing advertising for PureRef because many of you guys are probably are artists and I want to know what is PureRef. This is PureRef. PureRef is you can just drag and drop images from everywhere. You can just have your mood board. You can just save it. See, the same thing that I was saving. And it's free. It's totally free. You can just get it for free. That is a good thing about PureRef. So make it back. So yeah. And I have these little fellas in PureRef. And let me open my Pinterest right now and look for samurais. Samurai. Yes, samurai. Traditional. I want a traditional samurai. Probably something. Oh yeah, that so looks so cool. Actually, I don't want a samurai. I want a Ronin because my friend is a Ronin. Ronin. My friends are Ronins. So what is the Ronin? Is the masterless samurai. Is the samurais that don't have a master. Why? Because they lose their master or probably somebody killed them. Which is pretty much more like what could have happened. Oh, I like this guy. This guy is gonna be Dogunishi. Oh yeah. So let me put this guy here because this is gonna be Dogunishi. Then I need another samurai. Not Toshiro Mifune because I already have Toshiro Mifune. I don't need Marilyn Monroe. I don't need a Yakuza. Yeah, that guy. But I like the traditional. Oh, That's so cool. Yeah, this guy is cool too. That is so cool. Okay, so let me see another. I don't need a kind of crazy samurai. 47 Ronin. That is not historically accurate, but it's cool. I like that. Okay. And I like these guys. I don't know. I like this art. Kind of art. It's a nice kind of art. I put this guy here. And I need more of these samurais. Gozo Tsushima, Jin Ronin. Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this. This is so cool. Probably I'm gonna use this. Okay, so let me explain to you guys. The part of the art is not as I have this and I have this idea and right now I'm gonna use it. No, actually part of the art, my friends, is I have this bunch of ideas and I'm going to focus and concentrate it and just put it in just one because I need Dogunishi. So I have the dog, I have the ideas of the samurais, but I really need a pose. Why? Well, because I need a pose, yeah. Well, anyway, what we are doing right now is, hey, Telefono Negro, do you speak Spanish? Or is my imagination? Well, so why I'm doing this for just for you to know this process. Right now, I know I want a dog. I want a Japanese dog. I want a Japanese dog that is happens to be a samurai too. I'm probably gonna use this guy here, this Akira, because he looks so cool. It really does look so cool. But I'm gonna use the Akira, and also I'm gonna use the other Japanese kind of running that I have here that I really like because I really like this raggy kind of stuff. And I want to do the face here, like a, facing in front, but this kind of things. So yeah, it's gonna be like this. So we are gonna start doing the sketches. So for this, the real pencil. This is the real pencil, and I'm in like the other places, the other situations. I will start using my Wacom. No, I'm not doing a kind of advertising for Wacom. What I'm doing advertising is for Clipstudiopaint. This what you're just watching right now is Clipstudiopaint. What is Clipstudiopaint? Well, Clipstudiopaint is a program. It's a program the same way that exists Photoshop. It's a program the same way that exists. What is this? Krita, Medivan Paint Pro, or even the other ones. But this is the most strict competition for Photoshop. The good thing for Clipstudiopaint is it doesn't cost as much as Photoshop. Photoshop is a monthly basis program, so you have to pay them monthly. You have to pay Adobe monthly. By the way, I tried Adobe Fresco in the iPad Air of my daughter, and probably I need a little more practice, but I don't like it at the beginning. I rather use Photoshop or Clipstudiopaint or even Krita. Yeah, even Krita than Adobe Fresco. So probably if you are from Adobe and you are watching this streaming, do something with that because it's not for me a replacement for Adobe Photoshop. I really love my Photoshop and the Fresco. It looks like a kind of I'm trying to copy Procreate, but unsuccessfully. Yeah, that kind of thing, and I don't like it much. But anyway, probably it's me. Probably I need a lot more practice, but I'm so skillful in this that not so skillful. Nobody's skillful in anything. But I have so many experience in this that so many years experience that when I use a program, it's part of something that I have to pay. Like the Adobe thing, you have to pay for the Adobe thing. I mean, like $50 if you want the professional thing, or 30, or I mean, like $40 if you want the student thing, or just $20 per month if you just want to have um, Photoshop that you will use if you are an illustrator like me, or a digital artist. And what is the other? The one for I don't use Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, that I don't even use. But my wife, yeah, said she will use it because she's a professional photographer. So yeah, probably she will use Photoshop and Lightroom. But for me, I just end up using this guy. I mean, Photoshop. But I have Clipstudiopaint. What I pay for Clipstudiopaint? Well, I just pay for Clipstudiopaint $25. So because it happens that like 3 or 4 times per year, Clipstudiopaint will have the greatest idea of that. Oh, they were just sliced down to 50% off of their prices. So you can have the Paint X for 80 something or 90 something, and you will have a Clipstudiopaint Pro, the one I have, and for only $25. And the difference between both is just minuscule things. If with this, I can do a page by page for one of these EPUBs, I mean digital magazines, and for the Clipstudiopaint Pro X, I can do a whole EPUB, I mean a whole graphic novel. I can do in just one file. I just need like a 30 or 40 or probably 50 files for this guy, but I will need like a 1 or 2 files in the X version. But I'm not doing EPUBs. I'm just Illustrator for children books, so I don't do any EPUBs. So the other thing is you can use more for webtoons. The X version is in this not much, but I'm not doing webtoons also. Other differences, you can do complete or totally whole animations with the X, and you only have a 30 to like a 1 minute animation with this. That is the difference between Pro and X. And for the rest, they have the same filters, they have the same the search engine, the same engine, and they have everything. It's the same. It's just acquired differences that you might have with the other that you might don't with the one I have. But in terms of being more proficient, faster, quicker for doing illustrations, no. You can just have the $25 versions and have beautiful professional illustration at whatever DPI you want. Yep. And the other thing, if you are an illustrator and you want to go illustration, be aware that you cannot use illustrations for less than 300 dpi. 300 dpi is your top button. 300 or 600 dpi. You cannot go less than that because it won't work. Because many publishers are just asking 600 dpi. That is the case. So yeah, that is what I love about these programs, and there is a link for Clipstudiopaint in one of my and actually in my whole transmissions. So feel free to just click on there and check it there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, now we are here, so I'm doing it. By the way, I'm also transmitting to my Facebook page. Not the personal for Gas Duenas, I mean the personal for the art Gas Duenas. And if you want to ask me something right now, I'm not monitoring that, but promise once I get there, I will start, answering your questions. And let's go and try to do this guy. First, we need to put some movement of these guys. So this guy is like this. Guy like this. Remember that the dogs, they have this. This. Let me see, an Akita. I need a picture of an Akita that is a little more, that is better. need a standing Akira because I need to understand their anatomy. Standing Akira. I need an Akira standing. Well, they have puppies. I don't need a puppy. Dog anatomy. Okay, let's see the dog anatomy drawing. This is the one I need. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Okay, this is the dog anatomy. So we know that we have this. This part is big. We have this. This is smaller. Yeah, we have this. Okay. We're trying to understand first the anatomy of this thing. So this is like this. And we are putting some kind of, yeah, and it's like this, right? So whatever it is, there things, it will be whatever it is, the things, it will be designed based on whatever it is the anatomy of this creature. So sometimes it's good to know also the anatomy of the humans because we're gonna be using human anatomy too. Because we are trying to humanize this guy. It's not gonna be a totally hybrid, but it's gonna be no. I want this guy. It's gonna be like and we can make this bigger because I want to exaggerate something. How do we make it bigger? Why? Because the characters that have bigger heads, they can have this kind of expressions a little more. So yeah, you can just start making these guys. Sometimes I find that dogs are easy to you know, to draw. They are easier to draw. They are easier to draw actually than cats. I don't know why, because probably our brains are more designed to have this. Oh, I love these dogs. I wish I had one, but no, probably I will have to leave my place because it's so small. I live in an apartment, so I don't think they will allow me to have a dog. But anyway, it will be cool. It will be so cool. So this is gonna be the Dogunishi. The Dogunishi is an Akira. So yeah, this is my idea of the dog. But let me go here. Let me see something else. Sorry, I have to watch my phone right now. Oh, guess my phone is out. No battery. Sorry. So let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can. I have this right now. That's a good thing about having a bunch of these things everywhere, so I can just put my phone. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it was try to right now. So let me watch my oh, it's here. My Facebook Live. 30 frames per second, 5 megabytes per second video bitrate, which is so cool. I hope you guys like it. Let me see the notifications. Yep. So, well, let's go back to it. So this is the guy. Let me be a little brutalist with this. Okay. Okay. So this is the other. This is the one. This is the. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this because let me tell you, dogs doesn't have oppositive thumbs like us humans. Since they don't have that, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess I will, you know, try to see this. Okay. This is gonna be so cool because I'm gonna do this. And let me get the other part. This part. Because I like these pumps. I like these pumps a lot. Okay, why you this? I like these pumps a lot. Okay, now it looks like a human, not like a dog. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make probably this. Oh, thanks the Lord for these guys who invented this. So you can just put them more like this. Yeah, this is way better. So, okay, dog's anatomy. I need everything from dog anatomy right now. I need to see their paws. Yeah, these are the paws of the dog. So, if the dog's gonna do this, they will have like, let me see, Akita paws. Um, I wish I had one. I really want one of these dogs. No, I need dog paws. Drawing. Yes, this idea. Right. So I need this idea. Yeah, this is the dog paws. So, or Akira frame. Can I have this or Akira frame? Oh. Well, Akira frame cannot have this because dog paws are like this. They have no opposite thumbs. You have three. Oh, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have one like this. So they don't have opposite terms. Okay. So this part here should be like this, and there should be like 1, 2, 3, and the small one that is the 4th. This part here is gonna be like what? Maybe something like this with some texture here. Okay, this kind of things made out of like hay or something is not like a cape in the sense that we know. Is that this thing is a cape in the sense that they need a cape to protect from the rain. Japan is a very rainy place. Uh, Probably you don't know much about that, and neither do I because I never lived in Japan. But Japan is a very rainy place. So yeah, this guy is the sword. Is the angle in which the sword is. Is the guy using the sheet of the sword. The banks go this way. Okay, Now it looks better. It looks more samurai. Where's this? I'm doing this. Samurai. Hey alien, how you doing? So I'm doing this fella. Let me see the pose and let me see the. Uh, okay, this is the guy I'm gonna use. Let me change to pure ref so you guys can see it. This is the guy I'm gonna use, and I'm trying to use their, the wrinkles, the kind of stuff he has. But I'm using this other guy here as a reference for the clothes. And this is the faces. So cute. Just tell me, does exist this, or is it something that somebody Photoshop? It looks almost. Let me see this is Photoshop. Let me see the continuation of this. Okay. Probably it's Photoshop. I'm not sure, but probably it's Photoshop because here you don't see a continuation of the. In this part, you don't see a continuation of this little whiskers. You don't see a continuation. Yeah. If you compare with this, they are continue. But it's so cool. Oh, this is another style that I like. This guy is tapping or something like that. I like this idea, but I don't want a so good dress samurai. I want something like that. So let me go back to this. So yes, guys, don't forget that I'm on in all the all the social media, so you guys can just find me there. So let me see. Yeah, this is like this big. Yeah. Okay, so let us. Let's clean this guy a little. Actually, what I'm doing is repeating exactly what I do when I just using traditional media. I mean, traditional pencils, like I'm doing traditional pencils. It's exactly what I do when I'm doing traditional pencils with this, you know. Actually, it's a kind of thing. It's exactly the kind of thing what I do with traditional pencils. Why I'm doing this guy this way? Because, oops, that was my thing. Sorry. Because this guy is a Ronin, so it doesn't look that this kind of samurais right now. Let me show you this. It doesn't have to look like this samurais, for example. Okay, if you're watching this samurai here, let me put an appear ref in the screen. So they don't look like this samurai because he's running. This is a well-dressed samurai, the Edo period. This is also a well-dressed samurai. But this guy looks pretty much like a running. You know, in his face, he looks like he doesn't have a master. Probably he's a mercenary. He's or one of these sword for hire, and or like this guy who is, you know, all these clothes are raggy. This is he doesn't even afford a decent kind of like something for protect himself from the rain, like a cape. So he's using this kind of like a tatami to protect himself. You see the the hat here to protect himself from the rain is also so raggy, so old, and his clothes are pretty much like that. So in some certain sense, this guy is like that, which is okay. And they have something, they use it all the time. It was this kind of like a ropes or something that they can just put it here, and they just, when they need, you know, instead of using the long rope, they're just making into like a shirt or a long sleeve shirt, so you can use it. So that's what, for example, when you are a concept artist, these are the kind of things that you have to learn. If they ask you for a samurai, you have to know, you have to see reference of the real samurais. You have to know how the clothes is going to you know, behave, where the wrinkles, where they are, because you have to put that into practice. So yeah, let's gonna see. Let's going do the face of the little fella. Is actually I guess I was doing this. Yeah. So this is the face of this little fella. Okay. So I have the face of this guy. I'm just going to do the zoom in right now. Okay, this is the face of the guy. Now my brush is turning. Let me make it a little smaller because I need something to see the face of this guy. Dang, it's a dog. Okay, it's a dog.
They look pretty much like the huskies, right? They look like the huskies, like dogs from that part of the world. They look pretty much like huskies. But the Alaskan Malamute, probably they look like that. A little. Yeah, they looks a little like Malamutes. Yeah. Yeah, this way you are doing some more of this. By the way, they don't have the whiskers that long. They probably have the whiskers like this. So this is a nice sign. They don't have the whiskers this long. They don't have like rats or cats. They have long whiskers. This guy has small whiskers. Okay. 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 Let me get the other part. Summarize this part. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Hmm. I need Wakiwashi. Oh yeah. Wakiwashi is in this area. This is where the Wakiwashi is. And it's like Tang. It's actually a place where the Wakiwashi is. Or the small sword that the samurai carried in the hand. Yep. Okay, so this guy is almost ready. Okay, let me give you this guy from here to here. What I'm doing here is like a socks or something that the Japanese use it, and they're just fasting with like ropes or this kind of stuff. I don't know what it's called, but okay. So this is it. Yeah. Okay. This is almost ready. Okay. So this is it, I guess. Well, what I just did is concept art for this illustration. I studied my character, I gave him some personality. I wanted an Akira Inu. So I just found a reference about an Akira Inu. I use my program, which is PureRef.com, PureRef, and nobody's paying me for that, by the way. But I will recommend that program because that program is a lifesaver for us artists because you can have your mood board. Before I have in my mood board in that time, let me show you what I have for mood board before. My mood board was, I put the, yeah. My mood board was actually, this is my HD. Let me go for mood board. Yeah, this was my mood board. Let me show you in all his points. I have from women to medieval art to faces to expressions to whatever. I have from comic to manga to poses like this, for example, like this, how to compose. That was pretty much my mood board. Was a collection of whatever I needed for a certain kind of, yes, I was playing Apex too, for a certain kind of like, for example, human anatomy, like this, human anatomy, like this, like cyberpunk samurais, like poses, real poses with guns. So other styles like this, for example, I have this style like this. which is a very good style. Yeah, I have pretty much everything from collections of art like this, so you can have a idea about poses, about anatomy. Yeah, muscles, structure, skeletal structure, things that I find interesting in design and style. That was my mood board before, still is my mood board before these guys, for example, Wonder Woman. Who doesn't love Wonder Woman? And I have many styles. Like remember the Yoda that I did a long time ago? This is the guy that I took it for. Yeah, like this. And before Pure Rev, my mood board was probably that. Then I just discovered Pure Rev. Then I just discovered Pure Rev, and I just downloaded. And well, this is the pretty much what I do for a living, just drawing. I'm drawing this character. It's gonna be part of my book, by the way. I'm gonna make a book, the three amigos of the three running, the tres running, which is gonna be in Spanish because. But anyway, I like the other three amigos, but running is Japanese, so it's gonna be the tres running, which is the three running. But I have this is Dogunishi, Kaksu, you already know. And last week I did Mao Saragawa. So I'm gonna try to make this and probably make like a book or something. And I like that idea. It's not gonna be like a, a graphic novel, but it's gonna be like a book, pretty much like a book with a bunch of the stuff, a bunch of characters. And then later I will tell you how to make expressions. Humans are easy to make expressions because we are humans. We tend to do the things the same thing. But animals are different. Why I like animals more than men to try to draw, because they are easier to do for me, I guess, or they are more challenging. It's so challenging to have to make an expression of this dog. For example, this dog has expression. The cat too and the mouse too. The mouse is tranquil. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for joining me, guys. And just remember that at this time, this artist is only have one sponsor, and which is Clipstudiopaint. So yeah, this is Clipstudiopaint. I just did entirely for Clipstudiopaint, and I didn't do anything, out of the world, otherworldly than using a bunch of stuff that Clipstudiopaint has. No, I'm just using like a regular pen and paper, so you can see the approach, the traditional approach into the digital world. When I tried to jump into the digital world the first time, I just realized that wait a minute. I just realized that the world of the digital, it wasn't that much difference with the world of, the real world, the traditional world, because the digital world has the same set of rules. They're applying physics there. They're also applying that if you're just using a different kind of paper, you can just bleed with ink. Not the way that we bleed in real life ink, but something similar. But they also, the good thing is that you can use erasers way better than in the real world, because if I do that much eraser that I just did like a minute ago, I will end up destroying my paper. Yeah. Also, I don't need to use like a light bulb, a light box, one of those like light pads or something that is they are pretty popular among the traditional artists. The light pad, you put just your drawing in the your sketch, and then you start inking another page because you can see through. Yeah, that I don't have it, but in digital there is, which is called layers. Also, you can paint on layers. Actually, you can paint on layers in real world. It could be one layer. You just wait for you just wait a couple of minutes or probably a half an hour for this to dry off and then apply another layer. But it's not the same. It's the conservative layers that you are using is not the same as in digital, because in digital it's like painting on one page, another page, and another page, like 8 pages. But you can just see through the pages and they look like they've been done in the same surface, which is so cool. That is a good thing about digital. But the problem is the digital, the learning curve is a little longer because it has so many stuff. I mean, there's light, there is like a curve for the colors, things that you cannot do, you will never do in a traditional world, but in traditional art. But yeah, every single place has its learning curve. I mean, I wasn't born, drawing this way. It took me a lot. It took me a long time. It took me a lot of practice. And right now I can create practically characters from nothing and just talking in less than an hour. Yeah, but in sometimes it took me more. It took me a lot of time, like almost 2 hours just to do a sketch. I mean, it's streaming, but it's faster. It's faster. The more you're gaining skills, it's gonna be fast. That is a good thing. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. And remember, just hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my Twitch. Subscribe to my Periscope. Subscribe to Facebook. Subscribe to everything. And don't forget that I have my over there in the screen here is my social media. Just go and subscribe there. Subscribe my YouTube. And also, if you want to help this artist, you can just go to coffee.com and buy me a coffee. I'm gonna start doing merch over there and probably my website. If you want to see my all my illustrations and become merch, like t-shirts or like mags and that kind of stuff, let me know. I would love to do that. Actually, I'm looking for some kind of side income, a lateral income that I can do right now. But that's cool. But I just remember, if it happens you are an artist like me and you want to get better, just remember this little thing, and it's gonna be the angular stem of your foundations. Practice. Practice makes you better. Actually, that is the truth. Because if you see the things that I done in the past to the things that I done right now, there is, it's evolution. Probably when I was more dedicated, when I wasn't to be, I wanted to be like a starving artist a long time ago, in the when I was in my 18s, my 20s, and I don't have a daughter, I don't have a wife, I don't have a regular kind of job. I'm just dreaming to be the next Dalí or the next Picasso or the next Rauschenberg, but the next Kokoschka, or Marchagall, or even Gaudí. Well, no, Gaudí wasn't architect. No, just disregard that. But at that time, I was dreaming to be an starving artist, and really, you can starve. That is true. I'm not even joking. It's true. You can starve being an artist too. But I practiced a lot. I was so dedicated that my hand was so cool that I can reproduce actually the Vinci's. I'm not painting. I mean drawing, just drawing. My paint was still so raw, so it lacks the finesse that Da Vinci's style has. But anyway, that is practice. Anyway, all the time that is practice. But I just remember that, and now I'm just regaining that because I was just for almost 10 years I was just doing design. And design, you don't need to draw sometimes. You don't need to know much. Just doing like geometric kind of stuff, or just doing layouts or trying to do something like a sketch for your art. That's it. But right now I'm just focusing again in drawing. And let me tell you, the foundation stone or your talent or the art, what you're doing is drawing. If you don't know how to draw, don't put yourself into this, because it's gonna be the worst place in the world, because you will see the other guys how they're drawing, and you see, "Ah, not even draw that. I suck. I really suck." And then you start depressing yourself. Yeah, that's true. Oh, the other thing, just feel, just see what they're doing, see that they're better than you, and there's just a challenge. It's just another top of the mountain, on top of the hill that I get to. And once I get there, there's another mountain, there's another top of the hill, and it will never end. That is the beauty of the art. It will never end. You will never cease learning. There's not somebody that says, "I know it all," because that's not true. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Again, subscribe to my channel. Help me out. Help me out to build up this. And if you want to go to this fantastic program that I've been using all these years, just go to the link that I have in everywhere and just take a look. And by the way, they have like 3 months or something. I guess it's like 3 months of free. I mean, 3 months free. So you can have a nice learning curve in 3 months. So yeah, and it's free for 3 months. So just you can try. And if you want me, guys, to do more of my sketching and more drawings using Krita, for example, that is free, or the other program which is a sketchbook that I've been not doing it in a long time, just let me know and I will try to do again, just for you to know. But at this time, I really like a lot these 2 programs, Photoshop and Clipstudiopaint, and I really more focus in doing my concept art and my illustrations, my fancy illustrations on Clipstudiopaint. I really love that. But anyway, I'm trying to do Krita too, and if you want me to do Krita, just let me know in the messages, or just put me a comment in the video. And just also remember, I'm on coffee.com. That is my place there, coffee.com/GusDonazar, and just buy me coffee. It's cheap, and you can just have this art. So I'll also have a PayPal link for donations. I will appreciate that. And well, see you next week when I start, doing the inking and probably the line art of Dogunishi. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Remember to subscribe to whatever the social media you are right now watching this. And help me out to share this channel, and also check out for Clipstudiopaint. Every time is something new. They have something new every time. And remember, they have a tribe. You can try it. And it's free. Thank you so much, guys. Have a blessed week.